our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A gain of 13, it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Third down, here's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
He was brought down.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And the Falcons.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Now Eason. It's caught. Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Hines. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun is Eason. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And he's got this one down to the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. This pass caught at the 4. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Here's Hines, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on that.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Falcons 7, Panthers nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Go. Hey, check right 27, check right 27. Hey, tighten down, there you go.
From the gun, it's Haskins. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down, and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Brings up
line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
First and 10, Eason. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Just shy of the goal line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Joey Sly.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Second down, here's Eason. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
And it's third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Looking downfield for Jones. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted by the
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This is Scarborough. They find some open field here. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line.
Goal at the 1 yard line.
So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1 yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. They'll have a look back at our first half. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Nyheim Hines on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will extend their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember at our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him.
To kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
That's their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Haskins on first down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
2 more yards.
A good pickup there at 22.
Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Again, it's Haskins. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
15-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
57 the mark. 57 the mark.
Haskins going to throw again. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts
13 yards.
as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Throwing is Eason. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Hayden Hurst, incomplete. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On third down, it's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. About About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So that one will be accepted. The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Christian McCaffrey.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there. Enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Throwing again, Haskins. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 40-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. It's up and good, so they claw back into it, 24-14 now.
Makes the score, Falcons 24, Panthers 14.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They run again with Hines, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
57's the mic. Lock 57.
Haskins will throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Haskins to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
45. Mike, 45. Check, check, check.
From the gun, Haskins. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Panthers 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Eason. He completes it to Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down. It's Hines, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And out across midfield down to the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys were sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
9 yards.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
From the gun, Eason. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the return will stop right around the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
26-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
45. Mike, 45. Come to my work. We won. Come to
Operating from the gun. Haskins. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Double time. Alone. 3 down. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
McCaffrey following the penalty. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
The 42-yard line.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Intended receiver there was Donald Parham, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 28. Falcons 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons.
81.
Hayden Hurst in the final minute. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker. Just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll keep it on the ground. Hines. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up.
So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it comes down to a man who has done this many, many times before, Adam Vinatieri. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A line ball here, remember. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's in for the game-winning score with no time left on the clock. So how about that turn of events? The field goal would have broken this fourth-quarter tie. Well, the play broke the tie all right. Unfortunately, it was 6 points the other direction.
And for such a critical kick, the blocking has to be better. Brandon, that reminds me of a game that you called. Became famous, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Florida State,
That's
Georgia
right.
Tech, right? Didn't you have something similar?
Yep, a block kick return late.